I mean, it's kind of funny.
Holocaust they're talking about is not real, or genocide that they always say, right? Oh, we're live. I didn't even try to go live though.
Yeah, but it's like,
that's
I
weird.
mean, you can't talk these people into it. They don't even know anything. They just want to protest against something. It's the same thing with the BLM stuff. It just was pointless. It's like, what are you gonna accomplish with this?
Yeah.
You know, like, and also like it's destructive. Like
and it's like it's all about killing. Like it's all hate.
Yeah, it's hate,
like,
dude.
It's like you want what?
Well, it's crazy.
Like you want what Hitler wants? Like,
I know that's what it is.
Yeah.
They're so stupid. They don't even know what they're talking about. They say free Palestine, and they say and protect the LGBT community. It's like, dude, in Palestine they walk them off the roof. If you're even a G, they'll walk you off the roof.
A G?
Okay. Like LBGT.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like that they don't even accept that. So to say it in the same sentence, it sounds so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like
no. Somebody should read the fine print or something. On the banner.
I could go off.
If they put the fine print on there, like little star at the bottom, like free Palestine so that we can kill everybody that this sign represents.
It's crazy. But I mean, you can't convince people. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even bother putting it on there because you can't convince people of something that they don't want to believe.
I'm pretty used to not being able to speak my mind, actually. I'm pretty used to not being able to speak my mind.
I don't ever tell anybody
Facebook or anything.
Because if it's at all conservative.
But I mean, if somebody says it to me in person, I'm gonna be like, please don't tell me that. Just watch October 8th. Like, don't say that ever again to me because
you can't say
like I just will think of you, and you don't even want to know
hatred.
How I'm thinking about you right now after you've just said this to me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna, I'll forgive you if you just know what you're talking about, watch the movie. Like, I forgive you now for having said that, just never say it again. Like,
even the stories that we heard on the news were horrifying enough.
Yeah. Like, and like professors were celebrating it. Like, professors and
killed children, and it was like
crazy.
Demonic, and yet these fucking idiots are, and they're so stupid. They're like sheep. Dude, I better not.
Now we're gonna talk about Parvulos. Yeah, let us know what you think. No, just kidding. But only if you agree with us, because because only if you've seen October 8th, because then you're informed about the whole situation. And if you still think that babies should have been killed and decapitated and burned and all that, then we really don't want to know what you think, right?
I'm telling you, they're the loudest ones, man.
Yeah.
These guys kind of close.
But
anyway, but dude, we should be talking about it.
Yeah. Is this too much on you? Like, is that too much brightness? You alright?
No.
Okay.
But so
we're gonna talk about the movie.
So we missed what you could always just cut off of the beginning part where we're just talking.
Yeah, true.
So we missed the
I always wonder what people think,
because they advertised it through Thursday and then just up and changed it because Drop came out on a Wednesday. It's crazy. Why did they come out on Wednesday? I thought it was Thursday.
You know, I'm gonna put this right here.
How are they changing it? I mean, are they getting ready for summer? Is that what it is? Because summer,
I don't know. Oh yeah, they do it on Wednesdays, don't they? On summer.
Anyway, we missed Freaky Tales, so couldn't review that one.
Freaky Tales,
And I wanted to see that one. It looked pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So I have to wait for.
I know. And how did that not do as so well that it could not be like have at least a whole week or two, right? Like,
I'm
with
kind of surprised.
Pedro Pascal and
like you said,
and Tom Hanks is even in it. Like,
is he?
Yeah, he's like on the credits, like the Google.
I saw
information.
Ben Mendelsohn in it.
Who?
Ben Mendelsohn, the guy. I mean, dude, he's like character actor, but like.
The guy that was a scroll and
he plays evil really well.
Yeah.
Like he's.
Yeah.
I loved him in Killing Them Softly. He was that kind of junkie. He was always real dirty and like. He asks him, tells him to get a sawed-off shotgun. He gets that one that's like right up to the
where the
bullets are.
Yeah, I need to see that again.
It's crazy. Anyway,
Killing Them Softly with Brad Pitt and James Gandolfini.
Yeah. But anyway, so
see that again.
we missed that one. But, you missed it too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, actually, though, we probably should say if you have it anywhere in your town, you should probably try to go see it. Cause
and also, if you have seen it, let us know what you thought of it. Because I like to hear other people's being critics.
And on that, we don't care what your opinion is. So.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do,
anything anyway. So, we'll be interested in it.
But I am kind of more interested in
music. I'm not interested.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, though, I am actually more interested in somebody's opinion who actually saw it on the big screen versus somebody's opinion who saw it on the TV, whatever, you know? So at this point, we'd be hearing from people that saw it on the big screen,
sure.
But at the same time, I don't want to know that it was a great big screen movie. So if I didn't get to see it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
It's like just right now, like coming in and hearing the end of the Spurs game.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what?
Man, nothing was working out for you.
Damn it, I'm taping that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been kind of lame. Pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was kind of exciting to hear, but I was kind of confused. I was like,
you did get to catch it live at least.
Yeah, sort of as it happened. But so Parvulos of the Apacalypse.
Yes. So it's all Spanish, all subtitled, but that didn't really take away from it. I mean, I'm used to subtitles myself anyway, so.
Yeah, and they kept them up long enough. I
mean, I always wish the movies would have subtitles even if they are speaking English anyway, so. So it's perfect. But at the same time, I didn't have to put on my headphones at all because it was interesting music. It was different. It was weird, but
it was kind of like what was it? It was English music, but it was it sort of Latin?
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean kind of like the style,
jazz, kind of like Latin jazz, like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird.
Buena Vista Social Club.
Yeah. It kind of was like that.
It was a little bit.
Yeah.
But it had some sort of a little bit of edge to it, you know.
Yeah.
Some of the songs, some of the parts of the songs. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I thought this movie was pretty good. I mean, if you see the preview, you know that it's got zombies in it, right?
Yeah. So, I never saw the preview, so I don't really know what's in the preview, but
I guess they're zombies or sort of.
Yeah. But it was an interesting take on zombies in a way. Yeah.
Infected by a vaccine. And the children are basically left to fend for themselves.
Yeah. It's basically based on these 3 siblings.
Yeah.
And then there's other strangers that come into play as well, but so that was the exciting portion of our show for tonight.
Little action stop. But yeah, I thought the story was really interesting. I thought the 3 kids were pretty good, believable and real emotion, especially the younger ones.
Yeah.
And I thought the dynamic was interesting, but it was a weird paced film.
Yeah.
But also that comes with foreign films because they're different
expectations.
Yeah. Like when you watch a Japanese film, an Italian film, or a Spanish film, especially, they have different flows to them.
Yeah.
And maybe it's also because of the language.
I was kind of thinking during it. I was like, I guess you would always want to make sure that in your language it's believable, and then in other languages it would automatically then be believable. Like if the acting is believable with the sound, with the the voice and the language you understand, then in other languages I think that the message would carry over as well. I don't know why I thought that while I was watching it, but
Yeah, but I don't think I can imagine like if it was dubbed, it would be kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have to do a really good job on matching the sounds and the environments and all that. So, but I mean, it doesn't need to be dubbed. I was just saying, like, I was just thinking, like, what if they're bad actors in Spanish? You know, if somebody's watching in Spanish, what if that was actually bad acting? But we don't see that. But at the same time, I think that you would. I think.
Yeah.
I think that it would carry over, and like if it's good on in Spanish, then it will be good in other languages as well.
Yeah,
I mean with the subtitles.
Because I felt like the younger kids were more natural than the oldest kid.
Yeah,
you know, he wasn't bad or anything, but it was just felt like those two younger kids were.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, sometimes I was like, that kid's acting, you know.
Yeah,
but not really. I mean, because it was almost like no, that's how a kid would cry. Or that's how he would, you know.
So yeah, but so there. I mean, I don't know how much of the thing we did show, so I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we should just basically talk about it and then say whether you should go see it on the big screen, basically, right? I mean, we don't want to give away too much, but
I would say go see it on the big screen because of the sound.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can. I mean, it was, there was some loud, and there was the other two ladies there in the theater that were like, just when they were opening a cabinet or whatever, like, like from one silent scene to a loud one.
They were like, lighting a cigarette or something.
Yeah, they were screaming about some crazy things. But that's what the intention was, because it was like, that's where the director put that in there, like it's a silent scene, and now we're gonna have a sudden like loud noise.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a very tiny actual thing that, you know, that shouldn't scare you, but it's going to, kind of thing, you know. And it scared them, that's for sure.
Yeah,
got them. And maybe it got me a little bit,
a little jumpy though.
I think I'm kind of used to that kind of stuff. Like, so I don't really, I don't get scared anymore. No, I'm kidding.
You're like, I ain't afraid of the dark no more either.
Oh man, but it was actually really gory too, and I was like grimacing a lot, like
very bloody and unexpected. And like you said, it really didn't pull any punches. Like it was. Everybody was open game.
Yeah, true.
And some stuff that we were just like, whoa.
Yeah. Like, oh man, what? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I don't know. I kind of feel like, even though it was kind of weird, the whole like black and white effect. It was like a very muted color scheme, like very
green, like a real
like it was almost like it was like it allowed flesh tones on the outside edges, but not. Yeah. And then some things did pop with color.
Yeah,
like
and
the record,
the real bright scenes,
like
the sun scenes were real bright. You know, like real.
Yeah.
But muted. It was weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how they.
Yeah, it was.
How they decided to do it, you know.
And it's led to another thing where I guess we're gonna have to watch the Congress now with Robin Wright. Right?
Yeah.
But that was interesting too. That whole like contraptions that they had, and like so there was a lot of like really well thought out kind of developments throughout the movie. I think. So I don't know. I kind of feel like it's maybe in the 5 bullet range in a way.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
like I might do 4 bullets. I'm like a lot of little
quality of
decimals
the
in
film,
between, but
the story, you know, it was interesting. Like it kept me engaged, even with the difference in language. It was still,
very engaging.
Yeah, like I could see the quality in it.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be in the 5 range.
Yeah, and it was kind of like a horror and funny, because it was like kind of weird in some ways, and then like, what the heck was that?
I don't know. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
The light.
But it's like the sign light was on, and then it just turned off while we were approaching.
Zombies.
Yeah.
But do we have any other ones to talk about?
Oh, and that was interesting.
Yeah,
144,000 too, like that they were talking about in that. But that's a whole other show in a way, because that's like a number from the Bible, right? That's how many Jews are supposed to be able to get into heaven or something like that.
Is that right?
It's like, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know, something like that. But I think that other people have. Do you normally park up against the edge here, or do you park behind the truck?
Yeah.
I should have asked you that earlier when I parked there.
Yeah. No, it's okay. That's fine. I could pull right up to your.
Yeah. But But yeah, that was interesting, the whole like Bible aspect, and which kind of was there from the start in a way, just kind of like, and I remember hearing about the 144,000 way early on, like, and I remembered that from like the Bible, you know. Like,
is it like a?
Yeah, I think other people have. What?
Is it like an apocalyptic thing in the Bible?
I think it has something to do with heaven, you know, or. And he's talking about the 7 tribes,
like a rapture and stuff.
Are there 7 tribes of Judah, or like?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess I wasn't following it that deeply.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing that kind of gets lost when you're reading subtitles, is sort of the importance, because you're just sort of reading it. You want to read it. Get the information.
Well, I think early on I saw 144,000 on a sign, and that's what stuck in my head. Like, and then he said it later, and so it reminded me.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like, I definitely recommend it. To people, you know,
definitely.
And if they get a chance to see it in the theater, they should see it in the theater. You know.
Yeah.
And it was funny too. And funny elements, like the whole pet zombie thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of interesting. You know, just to have the.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of Fido. Remember Fido?
Oh yeah.
Where they're walking around with a collar.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely hell of one to try to catch, even though they only gave us one showtime every night at the same time.
I know.
In only 2 places. So even if you try to go to see the Live Oak one, you could never make it all the way across town to the Cielo Vista one if like they were like, oh, we canceled that showing.
Yeah.
But
all right, hell of a summer.
Oh yeah, hell of a summer. Hell of a summer.
Another horror genre. Like different genre.
Yeah,
really,
more the
or sub.
What's it called?
Slasher.
Slasher film.
Yeah.
Summer camp and
kids at camp getting killed by.
Although I guess it was just the counselors before the kids ever came, right?
Yeah, no, that's what, I was thinking that too. Like while they were setting up,
I
guess you never got to see the kids.
They have some production costs there.
But that's kind of how Friday the 13th was.
Oh, was it? Was it before any of the kids?
Before the kids were there. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen that, but like, cause I don't remember there ever being like little kids. It was just
that's true.
The teenagers getting killed. So
this was a camp for teenagers,
so it was kind of similar idea.
Yeah,
and
but that was funny too. Like,
it was funny. Yeah,
kind of the social nerd
horror.
or like kind of that. Oh, and it's kind of like how I said in Parvulos, like how I thought at some point